And let's show some love to Mark Addison.
So I just went out to smoke a cigarette, and some woman stopped me and said, "Do you work for the hotel?" I was fucking crestfallen. I was really going for a lesbian comic in the 80s. Cat joke, cat joke, cat joke, pussy. My scruff profile says, my scruff profile says that if I'm in your neighborhood and not normally on your grid, that means I'm probably fucking your neighbor, and it's probably the one you're thinking of. So the other day, this guy hit me up and said, "Are you fucking my neighbor? And is it the one I'm thinking of?" And I said, "I don't know. Does your mom live in your neighborhood?" And he goes, "My mom is dead. Are you fucking my dead mom?" And I said, "Well, I was, till she ghosted me." And he came back with, "Ha!" And I said, that was a missed comedy opportunity. Because after my ghosted comment, you should have gone, boo! So, gay pride is over, thank God. June is never an easy month for me because A, I don't have my summer body at a railway yet. And yes, I do have washboard abs. I'm just doing a load of towels right now. And for a lot of my straight friends, I'm their only token gay. So for the entire month, I have to return texts that say, Happy Pride. I have to answer phone calls that say, Happy Pride. I have to suck dick for Happy Pride. And it's not like groups that have their own month are nearly as celebrated as we gays are in the month of June. I mean, it's not like in the month of May, I call up my sister and go, Happy Mental Health Awareness Month. Even though I probably fucking should. And speaking of therapy, as I get older, I find my balls are a lot more sensitive. Matter of fact, they're so sensitive, I had to get them their own therapist. And the other day, I overheard them on the therapist's couch discussing their depression issues. And all of a sudden, the therapist jumps up and goes, "You're not blue, you're nuts." And I was like, hang in there, boys. And speaking of nuts, I'm originally from Texas, where hair is not teased, it's ridiculed. And I'm the youngest of 4 kids. My closest sibling is 9 years older than I am. So it goes Jimmy, Gary, Darla, wait, oops, Mark. My dad was a hairdresser, shut up. And my mom was a stay-at-home mom. At one point, my sister was second runner-up to Miss Texas. She got beat out by a ventriloquist. So I used to joke with her and go, how bad must your talent have been to get beaten out by a ventriloquist? So later in life, in order to bring honor back to our family, I was Mr. Gay Texas. Applause. And then you guessed it, second runner-up to Mr. Gay All-American in Windsor, California, which was a much more liberal state. However, abortion was legal in Texas back then. And then my sister would joke around with me going, who's laughing now, bitch? And speaking of bitches, in honor of gay pride, I decided to do something on my bucket list. I decided to take up figure skating, which I thought would be easier than cleaning the lube up off my hardwood floors. And speaking of lube, here's some dick jokes. So, Donald Trump and Jesus have been compared a lot to each other recently on social media. There was this meme going around for a while that said, Jesus was convicted in a sham trial, he was crucified, and I still stand with him. And I was like, wait a motherfucking minute. Are we comparing Jesus to Trump? I mean, that's like comparing apples to orange assholes. I said, the only similarities that I can see between Jesus and Trump are they both hung out with hookers. They both had severe daddy issues. But that's about where the similarities stop. Because from what I understand, Jesus could make a storm come with a wave of his hand. Trump couldn't even make a storm come with a wave of his checkbook. However, I will become the biggest MAGA hat wearing Trump supporter you've ever seen if Bannon will betray Trump, Trump will crucify himself, and then raise himself up from the dead in 3 days. And just think of it, Trump can finally get on a microphone in front of his minions and be honest for a change. He can go, Stormy lied, I was well hung on a cross. And speaking of hung, I am. What are the 3 scariest words that you could ever hear from Jeffrey Dahmer? Give me head. So I recently got B to the O to the T to the O to the whole X. If you can't spell, that spells Botox. And let me tell you, I understand why this shit is so addictive. Give me a couple more weeks, and I'm going to look like Madonna at the 2023 Grammys. My face is going to be pulled tighter than a virgin's butthole, and my lips are going to be fuller than Goldie Hawn in First Wives Club. Good morning, Muhammad. Matter of fact, the whole time since I've had my lips pumped, I've waited for Maggie Smith to come around the corner and go, but those lips. So, since it's over, thank God, I hope y'all had a great Pride. And since it's right here on us, happy Olympics. And if you're my best friend, Aubrey, happy Olympics. Thank y'all, I'm Mark Atkinson.